Hello, everybody, and welcome to this session doing some tactics on chesstempo.com. Rook e1, but I'm just trying to figure out what happens after king f2. What about queen check? Yeah, queen c5 check. King f1 is mate, and queen f2. So queen c5 check. He needs to play king h1. Then after queen f2, he needs to play rook g1. But then after rook e1, he can't stop them. I'm threatening mate. I'm also threatening. Yeah, I'm threatening mate, so he needs to play like queen f1. Then just rook takes. Yeah. So now I have rook e1, king f2, and then I have rook takes d1. Good. I'm disappointed in myself for not working that out. So I'm just a little bit frustrated right now, actually. I'm being very lazy with my tactics. Very lazy. So queen takes a2 check, king anywhere, and then do I have rook takes c7? Because if the queen moves anywhere, then I have rook takes c1. If bishop takes, then I have rook takes queen. Takes, queen takes c2. Rook takes, anything else? Rook takes and queen d7. Then I just have the takes with check, and then I pick up here. Again, I didn't work the whole thing out. Like a retard. Just an absolute imbecile. Okay, so if I take that, it is a free piece, right? That's a full piece. He has no good check. So yeah, he did just give me a full piece. Oh, well, no, I mean, he's the exchange down. Okay, but rook g7, king g7, rook g7. Now if king h8, queen f8 is mate. So if king h6, queen f8 check. King h5, queen check. The king has to go back. Queen g7, king h5, queen h7 mate. That one I did fully calculate. Puisqu'ici rien n'a de sens, alors on va danser, faire semblant d'exister, qui sait des rêves. Alright, rook g2. Rook g2, and he needs to stop bishop f5 and rook takes h2 mates. How does he do that? Rook g2. He has no way to control the f5 square. So yeah, rook g2 and unstoppable mate. Curious if there's something better. Bishop check is met by g4. Bishop check, g4, and I don't have enough. So yeah, just simple rook g2. Okay, this is how he stops it. But do I still have the checkmate? Like rook check, pawn takes, bishop check, king is here. No. Rook takes h2. King h2. No. Rook g3. H takes. No. Okay, I mean it prolongs the process, right? Rook g1. Rook g1, threatening rook h6 checkmates. What else could he do? Rook g1, how's he going to stop it? Rook g1. Yeah, and he doesn't really have a way to stop rook h6 mate. So it's the same. It was just the same. Like to move. Check. Oh, it's not checkmate because of the queen. It's not checkmate because of the queen. But what if I give the queen check first? If I give the queen check first, and he plays rook d5. What if I just play queen f8? Queen f8, king f8, rook b8. Checkmate. Yeah. Black to move, d2. King c2. d2, king c2, e3, a6, or b takes e2, b7, d2, b8 queens, d1 queens, check. Can I take b takes, if b takes a, b6, d2, king c2, e3, b7, king e2, b8 queens, d1 queens. It's the same position, but now I have the a pawn. So a takes b6, d2, b7, d1 queens, winning. Very simple, like queen d2 check, king anywhere, and queen takes d4. So a takes b6, d2, b6, no, d2, king c2, king e3, b7, king e2 with promotion. It just prefers d2, king c2, e3, a takes b, king d2, b7. Oh, b7 and d1 queens. Okay. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. If you push d2, a takes b6, d1 queens, check. I don't get it. If you push d2 immediately, king c2 is forced. Oh, I made a huge mistake. Of course, I miscalculated this. King d1. King d1 really cramps my plans, huh? King d1, and now I have nothing better than, of course, yeah, that was a huge error on my part. Huge. Huge. All right, so knight e3 seems winning. Knight c3. Knight takes here. Rook takes here. Rook check. King d2. Rook check. At the end of it, he would have rook e8 check. So no, that's horrible. So knight e3 is probably the move. Knight e3. And if the queen moves, I take the rook. And if the rook takes, I take the queen with check, and then I pick up on d8. Puisqu'ici rien n'a de sens, alors va danser, faire semblant. Taking with this rook, probably better. This rook takes, rook c7. This rook takes. Wait, this rook takes, knight c7. Rook c7, then he has knight b5. I don't see how that changes anything. I wonder if it gives this as an alternate. This is not as good because of... Rook check. Queen check? Rook, oh wait, rook check. I don't have rook check because of the queen. The queen is there. Duh. Duh. Wait, or do I? If queen f2, I have queen f8, winning the queen. So I do have rook check. Interesting. Rook check, bishop takes, rook takes, pawn takes, and then pawn check to win the rook. And the other line goes rook check, bishop, queen f8. Oh, I thought this was the move. I thought that was what I was supposed to do. But apparently queen f8 is crushing. Queen f8. Oh yeah, just queen f8 to win the rook. Queen f8 check, king takes g6. Okay, this is the line. This, I mean, it's the same shit. It's the same crap. Okay, let's just do one more. It's getting really dark in here, huh? Okay, so queen f7, king h8, bishop h6 would win the rook, if I'm not mistaken. Or it would win the exchange. Like queen f7, king h8, bishop h6, threatening checkmate, and also with a revealed attack on the rook. So now bishop h6, or is there something better? No knight h5s. Queen f8 check is stupid. Yeah. Okay, that's it for me today. Thank you, everybody, for that session. Just a little, easy, like, I wonder, let's get some training in before I go to the cafe tonight. And that's essentially all this was. So thank you for being patient with me. And I hope you learned a little something from that session. So until the next time, good luck and have fun on your chess journey. Bye-bye for now.